Hey, you know what it is. It's me, it's your boy Scepterpan, and you're back for another one of these videos. Today, we're doing St. Laurentius, but not just St. Laurentius, because it's huge. It's huge. The next couple of weeks, we're going to do the entirety of St. Laurentius, but right now, we're just focusing on the leading up area to the city of St. Laurentius, the Marina. And I love the Marina. Don't you love the Marina? I've been to a Marina once, maybe another one, but I can't remember that one as clearly, and I like that experience. It's I'm not gonna make a joke. I'm not doing it. Okay, good. You don't know what I'm talking about, which is really funny. Never mind. Wow, I got sidetracked almost immediately into the video. Great. Back on track, however. Marinas. I love marinas. I've been to one. They have a very unique atmosphere, and I wanted to copy that because I have not seen anybody else do this. That might be on the lack of me paying attention to what the rest of the community who plays this game is doing. But, well, I'm not going to focus on my inaptitude at community building because there's no point in it. And what I wanted to do here is use the terraced, what do you call it? Road design here, which I also utilized in the other episode, which was, man, I'm gonna fumble this. It's alright. You know exactly what I'm using. It's the episode with the thumbnail with the spire on it, right? I forget what it is. No, it's Chapter Hill. Of course, it's Chapter Hill. How simple. I was thinking of the other one, Regent Cisterns, but that's got nothing to do with anything. So yeah, I decided to do this again, this terrace type of road design, but the different part about it right now is the fact that it has curvature in it, which I thought was really nice, and it ties into the more rocky area, and it really gives a nice clean cutoff point for the rest of the Marina town. And a Marina town, it's special. It's got a little place in my heart already. There's a museum to the maritime explorations of the people of Scepterpan City, as well as the Pan-Nascan Federation, but that sounds extremely geekish, so I'm not going to talk about that any further. And one of the other aspects, because I didn't just want to create the marine town, it would just look a little silly if it stood on its own, because it is an integrated part of the rest of the city. I decided to do the main avenue that leads up to it, which is called the Grand Laurentine, or Laurentine, if you will, Road, which I'm going to build in a second here. And I thought it was amazing. I think it looks really nice. It's a really big road. It's very wide. It has these little artery or arterial. Is that a word? Roads right here. You see that? And it's got a one-way system on it, which it just works pretty well in general for not using a highway or a larger stretch of road or a 6-lane, or I don't know. For a 4-lane, it works pretty well, at least for now. Now, at this point, I believe by the end, there's about 6,000 people living in this area alone. So, yeah, I think that the traffic allocation on it is pretty decent, and it goes way further than just this part. It stretches all the way down to the hill area of St. Laurentius, which I based on the ancient city of Rome. Oh yes. I thought that'd be really nice. I've done some Italian things before with Jester Crest and Old Palms, focused on those types of things, but I wanted to utilize it again, but not a Renaissance-esque image that I have of Italy, but a Roman time picture of Italy. And wouldn't you believe it? I think it works out pretty well. So expect a lot of European buildings again. It's going to be the Old Town, New Town's not going to have that, of course. Oh, by the way, I'm going to stop talking in just a second, and I'm going to let you enjoy this next song, which is not too long. Don't worry about it. I'll be back in a second. I'm just got to take a break. God damn, I'm so tired. No, I'm playing. Love you. You know what it is. It's me, your boy, Jazzy Man, and I'm putting down Bus Roots. I'm gonna stop talking like that right now. I have to say, Paradox, as my mic drops, I love you. You did a great job on the new update that actually came out the same week that I was making this, which is this week. But you know, I'm conscientious of this being watched in the future, I hope. And yeah, I gotta say they did a really great job. What they did, they updated the game to have canals in it. So you have official canals which work as essentially you add them onto shorelines. The ones that I use, they're called quays or quas. I don't know how it's pronounced. And I know it's, you know, it's like Georges Pompidou, you know, like in Paris, it's also a coin. It's basically just a canal wall or a shore wall, sea wall. Is that what they call it? A sea wall? And man, they came in really handy when I was building this, so I'm extremely happy about that. You'll see that in a moment. I wanted to add to some of the pressures of getting more people to inhabit the city, so I created another couple of ports here, and I've wanted to use these ever since I saw them. They're Paul's Landing something harbor. I think they're great. They just look really nice. They got this old-timey feel to it, and the size on them is it's not too big, both in well, the actual game size and the file size. So it works out pretty well, and I think they just look really nice. They have that little statue on it, some more old-time European-looking architecture on it. So I think it's just great. It works pretty well. This is me testing out the canal. I think this one looks pretty putrid, but I wanted to create it as a very narrow canal between these two these two, well, harbors or ports. So that's the only way it works. The quads that I'll be using are quays. I had to look that word up when I was starting to record, but I forgot. This right here. This is what I use for most of the rest, so it looks a little better. It looks pretty nice, and man, most of the time me playing and recording this was actually just trying to figure out how it works, and I think I got a pretty good grasp of it because I've done it over and over again, and trying to figure out what way I wanted to design this part of the city. I don't know, Marina it feels very different, also because it has a lot of sand in it. It just looks really nice. It just works well, and makes me feel good about myself. And it really gives me that sort of, again, I didn't want to do it, but it gives me that Renaissance feeling of, well, think of the exploration days, you know, like 15th century, 16th century, Europe exploration. Just I like that. It gives me that feeling like I'm watching El Dorado, you know. That song, and it makes me feel all fuzzy inside. So yeah, I scrapped that road design and do a little bit of a different inlet here, which I think it's nice. It's a little cut in right here, which leads to that building right there, which is gonna be the museum, even though it functions as a university building. I think it looks pretty nice. It fits in well. It's not overstated or anything. What I did forget to do was add a ship to it. There's a frigate, a British frigate on the Steam web shop, and I add that to the rocks, but I forgot to do that in the episode because I'm doing my exams right now, so I'm extremely busy, and I forgot shit. So, what, you gonna go blame me? Don't you feel empathy for me in my situation? Whatever. I'll see you in a minute, boy.
Woke up this morning looking for my diamond jewel. Bessemer blues. Oh, Papa, sugar Papa, how come you do me like you do? Papa, sugar Papa, how come you do me like you do? I done everything you asked me, trying to get along with you. Well, I wade in the water, walk through the ice and snow. I wade in the water, I walk through the ice and snow. But from now on, Papa, ain't gonna be a dog no more. Mr. Walter Hawks. Sky Steel. Michael Gomez. Mr. Tom Abbott on the licorice stick. station, I heard the whistle blow. Well, I got my ticket and I know just where I'm gonna go. Well, State Street's alright and lights shine nice and bright. State Street's alright and lights shine nice and bright. But I'd rather be in Bessemer reading by a candlelight.
What an odd song. So, now to Dr. Turtle. What a name. I mean, gosh. Sometimes I'm embarrassed about the name Scepterpan, with no real clear indication other than the fact that I hate every single thought that I have, almost every single day, and I should get mental treatment. But Dr. Turtle's got to be a runner-up for the worst name that I've ever heard. Let's stop harping about this. I appreciate the song. The song is great. Your name sucks. Just gonna say that. Yeah, you saw me put down a whole lot. This is the Central Park right here, which I wanted to add. It's, again, I want to have parks all around the city, and I think one of the special things about Italian city building is plazas, or piazza, and I wanted to add one. So I wanted to add my own little piazza. I think it's maybe a little bit too green, because there's no undertone of green anywhere beyond the bushes and the trees. I might actually redo this park later on, but I did not have the time to actually redo this. I don't know, I think it looks relatively okay, but, you know, I built in lower resolution, so, you know, the frame rate's more stable. The cinematic shots are all in high res and everything, burning my computer every single week. To a crisp almost, and sometimes I even smell like the rotten baby flesh. Yeah, I don't know what I put in there, but it's still being investigated. I hope it's not. I don't mean it. It's a joke. Good. On to that felony. So yeah, just adding some more trees, some shrubberies. I knew I did it a little bit too much last week, so I cut down a lot of that footage. But I know you guys always love the flower beds. It's one of the things I'm best at it in the game, I think. That says very little. This time we do another flower bed, and this time it is for, well, the word, wow, Hyad, and Hyad, because it's one of those crazy H's, and I'm forgetting what it meant. I did this a couple of days ago because, again, I have to plan this out really well. And it shows that I have not been keeping up with my Arabic vocab. Great. You can see it on the screen. I'll type it. Good. That's been the episode already. It's a little bit shorter, but I hope you understand. Now, onto the cinematic shots. This has been me, your boy, Scepterpan, St. Laurentius, Marina. You're such a despicable piece of shit, man. I fucking hate you.
It's opening up, duck forward, get cold. Let go and come down, let go and come down. Let go and come down. Tonight it's your favorite shirt. The wind ain't hot, but it's calm. Let go and come down. sits and starts at your sweet will, not counting the cost. Let go and come down. I can tell you this is everything, thrown and sleeveless, and it did some things. I burn, you turn, I learn why, now, why, you got to feel it tonight. I might miss you. If not, when will it again? I burn, you turn, I learn why, now, why, you got to feel it tonight.
Yeah. Lorenzo's music, as always. I always try to enforce their songs into my work, because I kind of like the tones that they have, even though I think this was a little bit lower quality than usual. Still love that shit, and I really do. Yeah. Marina, St. Laurentius, I think it turned out pretty swell. It has some pretty nice visuals. I like the rainy shots at the end, and I'm sucking my own dick again. Why do I always do that? I don't know what to say to you, man. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next Wednesday when we do the rest of St. Laurentius. Well, Old Town. That's it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next week, and let me know what you think. Let me know how I feel, and I hope you have a fantastic week. I love you. Sincerely, Scepterpan. I mean it. How many... I mean it. Okay, that's it. And, love you. I do. Okay, stop stretching out the video. You just want to make it 30 minutes every time. Okay, goodbye, man. And don't forget to love yourself like I love